Hello friends, Tanya here with a special blog hop. Although this is a video, I will have a blog post for this. It is Spellbinders' 23rd birthday, and they are having a fabulous blog hop with several participants and a chance to win a $25 credit to the Spellbinders website. You do need to leave a comment on the Spellbinders blog in order to qualify for the drawing for the $25 gift card. And I have a list of all of the links in the description box. So after you finish this video, then run over to that blog and leave yourself a comment. Also, we are having some fun giveaways. For every order over $150, you will get the Sir Spelly die set, the Party Time Dragon. He is freaking adorable, and I believe they're still in stock. You also get a sticker with each of your orders. There are 4 different stickers to get, and they are so adorable and are pictured on this graphic. All right, let's get to my card. Now, this is from the Just Add Cake birthday box, and we're going to use this awesome little monster. In this die collection, there is a pizza slice, a cupcake, and a party hat for this adorable chomping monster. Now, to assemble the pizza slice, I just have a red solid piece. This is a very pale yellow piece that I cut for the cheese that's kind of drippy. And then I think this is like the alabaster colored cardstock. It's a very light tan or cream colored. Next we have our party hat. The stripes and the pom-pom are all on one die. And then there's a solid die with some debossed lines that help you line up this party hat. Super easy and very cute. And then we have the cupcake, which is, it also has a cherry and a candle that you can add to that. So for the candle, we have this die that cuts the candle wick and a place for you to glue the flame for a lit candle. There is also a die that cuts just the wick without the flame attachment, so you can have an unlit candle. The cupcake has a cupcake wrapper, the actual cake part, and the frosting, and those adhere together very nicely. There's some great details die cut right into those images, and we'll just adhere our candle, and then we have this cute little cherry that you can also add to the cupcake. Oops, it wants to stick to my finger. I love that. That is so cute. And it was really easy to assemble. Then we have our chomping monster. So this is the inside of his mouth. There's some debossed lines guiding where the piece for the teeth goes. I'm just making sure there's no glue oozing out from the sides here. And then we have the main body of our monster. I'm going to add some glue just along that edge and line that up so it fits perfectly inside his mouth. Now that I have that attached, let's work on the eyes. Now the eyes are only 2 pieces. We've got these this white portion with little holes for the pupils to show through and backers for those holes. And I love that the eyes are one solid piece that lines up behind the die cut holes for the eye. Then we have the arms. We have this longer arm goes on the side that is facing us. And then there is a shorter arm that you just tuck behind your monster's head. And then he can hold the cupcake or the slice of pizza. That little yellow piece you're seeing at the top, that's actually the wick only piece. And it's on the same die as the flame only piece. So it happened to die cut in yellow also. Now we're going to adhere his hat. You can put his hat however you would like on his head. I decided to tilt it a little more towards the back. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to have him hold the pizza or the cupcake on the front of the card. I think I go with the cupcake. There's also a pair of glasses. These are adorable, and I think they add a lot to our cute little monster. So I'm going to adhere those to the monster's face. I did cut these from some brushed black cardstock. Just getting some glue and paper hairs off of there, although since I went back to just acrylic plates for my die cutting, I don't get as many paper hairs. We're going to use the 5x7 Matting Basic Set B and some white cardstock. I die cut that matted layer. And then we're going to use, this is confetti drops. This is the stencil, or sorry, not stencil. This is the embossing folder. There we go. We'll use the right words yet. From that Just Add Cake birthday box. There's so much in that box. Oh my gosh. I'm using my blending brush to kind of blend those two colors together. I've got, is that ripe persimmon or is that abandoned coral? Abandoned coral and salvage patina. I thought those colors went with the items that I'd already die cut. And we're going to do multiple runs through the embossing machine or the die cut machine with these colors to get a good solid inking, or as much inking as I want. Now you have to be careful where these two overlap because they can get a little muddy in between. And again, kind of blending the edge where they join. I think I ran this through about 3 times. There's our beautiful embossed panel, and I'm going to use some pearl luster gilding polish, and you could use the whatever paste you want that has a little bit of pearlescence to it, and use your finger to apply it. This has a nice flat sponge applicator to apply the gilding polish to the raised areas only. And I'll show you a close-up here quick of how shiny that is. And then we're going to use the Color Block Accent Arches. This was released at the same time as that Just Add Cake box. It coordinates with the Essential Arches to create a color-blocked frame there. I'm going to take a smaller Essential Arches to create a backdrop on the color blocked background. I just wanted that extra contrast behind our cute little monster. Because the color I used for the teal on that color blocked arch is the same color as his arms. Just going to glue these pieces together. Now to glue these together, I like to add a dot of color to each of those little blocky pieces that sticks out. Those little Lincoln Lock, however you want to think of it. These adhere together perfectly. They're designed to work together. Just going to get the little extra blobs of glue off. And I did use brushed white cardstock to create that backdrop for our cute little monster. I've added some extra cardstock behind this. We'll layer that on. It does leave a nice little border all the way around. And then we're going to adhere the whole arched piece to the front of the card. Now I do put this a little closer to the top of the card, leaving space for a sentiment underneath our arched element. I am using a heavyweight block to make sure that this adheres nicely since it's going onto an embossed panel with lots of 3D embossing. I've added extra cardstock behind our cute little monster just to add a little extra depth and dimension. I love that little tiny bit of shadow that gives. It just really makes that image stand out. I added some extra cardstock behind our cupcake to give that some extra dimension. You could actually use a thin foam square behind that, and he is going to eat that. He must be a flame resistant monster because he's eating it with the lit candle and all. So this is also from the Just Add Cake box. This has a sentiment set which is full of amazing sentiments for birthdays. This sentiment says, "It's your birthday, devour it," which is perfect with our chomping monster here. I've stamped that twice with VersaFine Claret Nocturne ink. It was the first time I had used anything from this stamp set, and so it needed a little conditioning. Otherwise, I could have gotten away with one stamping. I did add some clear embossing powder to make that stand out even better, and we'll use the coordinating die. These sentiments all have coordinating dies. I love that. Thank you so much, Spellbinders. I love that. You know, the Just Add Cake box is available right now, and it's not something that they are limiting at this time. They'll continue to produce this box. At least, I'm not sure. I mean, that's not a forever thing, but it is still available. It's not something that is it did sell out once and they've restocked it. So if you're interested in it, it is a great value. There are so many stamps and dies and products in this box. It is so worth it. It'll help you create birthday cards for all kinds of different people. This is great for adults or kids, and it is gender neutral, and it is so stinking cute. So I adhered that sentiment just below our arched element, and then on the inside of the card, oh, I did have to give that a little extra time to dry. We're going to put that pizza slice, because you can chomp that too. You can devour that on your birthday. I'm going to add that to the top third of the card, and then I'm going to directly stamp 2 sentiments from this stamp set also. So we're going to use 3 of the sentiments from this stamp set. And I'm going to stamp directly in the card, which I've been trying to do more lately, because just because we have the stamp positioning tools doesn't mean I shouldn't make sure my direct stamping skills are crisp. I stamped the leave nothing but crumbs above the pizza, and then underneath it we're going to have the sentiment say, have the best birthday ever. I think this is a great way to finish off the inside of this card, and it's easy to just add the recipient's name at the top and sign on the bottom, and there you have your completed card. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun playing with it. If you did, leave me a comment, give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done that, and be sure to check out the blog hop and don't miss your chance to enter to win a $25 gift card. Until next time, here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.